We went to pick her up from school on the Friday afternoon, met at the school gate with her teacher, who said, "I think Sarah's going to have the measles." And I just said very complacently, "Well, if she's not in school on Monday, you'll know why." It was on the Sunday morning that the rash appeared, and we sent for the doctor for him to confirm that it was measles. And he said, "Oh my goodness, that's a marvellous case of measles, that is. But don't worry about her, she'll be okay. She'll start getting better now the rashes come out." And then, in front of our very eyes, she started slipping away. And she was in a coma before we knew where we were. Her whole body, literally her whole body was smothered with measles, so badly that it did attack her brain. She was in a coma for 8 weeks, at death's door for 8 weeks, literally. She's now registered partially sighted, and she's hearing impaired. She's also got what they call muscular hypertonia, which is where the muscles lose their tone completely, and that's what makes her very, very floppy. Walks like a little rag doll. Don't be blasé about it at all. You can't afford to be, because a child who suffers brain damage, they're brain damaged for life. And that is something that is very hard to bear.
I'm Jo Walton, and this is Sarah, my daughter. Sarah was born in 1979, and she was a very wanted, healthy, happy baby. Went through all of her normal milestones, usually a little earlier than she should have done. And at the age of 11 months, she contracted measles. She wasn't particularly poorly, and she recovered very rapidly and went on to have a very normal rest of her childhood. Stating right back at the beginning, when Sarah was a baby, Sarah had had most of her normal vaccinations, but in terms of the measles vaccine, I'd more or less made the decision that we weren't going to go for it because of the allergy side of things, as it was an egg-based vaccine. But then nobody ever mentioned SSPE to me. That wasn't something that I was able to put into the mix in terms of the decisions that I was making. And I've got to say that now, knowing what SSPE can do and the devastation that it causes to a life that was full of so much promise, and the devastation that it has wreaked on other lives that were so full of promise. If it was a choice between taking a risk against the possible allergy or allergic reactions to the vaccine, I think I'd go with those. In fact, I know I'd go with those rather than the risk of a child of mine contracting SSPE.